Hi everyone, and welcome. Today, we'll explore agricultural water credits. You've heard of carbon credits, which reward measurable greenhouse gas reductions. Water credits operate on a similar principle, but they focus on verified improvements in water quantity, quality, and ecosystem health, driven by changes in agricultural management through practice implementation. Today, we'll break down what water credits are, how they're generated, and how they fit into the emerging ecosystem of environmental markets. Agriculture is both a major water user and a key water steward. Globally, it accounts for about 70% of freshwater withdrawals. That means small management changes on farms can have huge impacts for downstream water users, aquatic ecosystems, and community resilience. At the same time, water risk is rising as droughts, floods, aquifer depletion, and nutrient runoff all threaten long-term agricultural and corporate sustainability. That's why there's growing interest in water credits, mechanisms that recognize and reward on-farm actions improving water outcomes. A water credit represents a quantified, verified improvement in water outcomes that goes beyond business as usual. Through water quality reporting, buyers can bridge the gap between field-level outcomes and watershed improvements, showcasing how practices at the field level can improve water quality at the regional level. Depending on the program or standard, that might mean water quality improvements such as reduced nutrient or sediment runoff, water quantity or efficiency gains through reduced withdrawals or increased water recharge, or ecosystem service outcomes like restored wetlands or riparian buffers that improve water function. Each verified unit, like a kilogram of nitrogen reduced or a cubic meter of water saved or recharged, can be issued as a credit and purchased by organizations seeking to mitigate water impacts in their supply chains or meet sustainability commitments. At ESMC, our EcoHarvest program offers Scope 3 credits available to buyers in the form of pounds of pollutant reduced per year with water quality improvements. Just like carbon credits rely on robust greenhouse gas accounting, water credits depend on hydrological science and data modeling. Programs quantify outcomes using tools such as watershed and water quality models, soil and water monitoring data, remote sensing for land cover and vegetation, baseline comparisons to ensure improvements are additional. The goal is to ensure that every water credit is real, measurable, and verifiable. ESMC uses the PLET or pollution load estimation tool to automate the calculation of water quality impacts from producers implementing best management practices such as cover crops or reduced tillage. The tool assesses annual runoff volume and reduced nutrient, nitrogen and phosphorus and sediment loads. We are developing the opportunity to measure and quantify water outcomes at smaller scales to enable regional assessments and better ecosystem service market integration. Creating a credible water credit typically involves several steps. The first step is taking a baseline assessment to measure current water use, runoff, or nutrient loss. Next, farmers adopt conservation best management practices such as cover crops, reduced tillage, nutrient management, or irrigation efficiency upgrades. After practices are implemented, models or field data estimate improvements in water quality or quantity. As noted, ESMC uses the PLET tool. An independent reviewer confirms these results using transparent protocols. And then those verified results are issued as credits to buyers. Farmers are paid for their improvements. Through water quality reporting, buyers can bridge the gap between field-level outcomes and watershed improvements, showcasing how practices at the field level can improve water quality at the regional level. Impacts from these improvements are turned into Scope 3 outcomes available to buyers in the form of pounds of pollutant reduced per year. best management practices included in many water credit programs, whether for improved water quality or improved water quantity, not only generate credits, but often improve farm resilience, soil health, and productivity. These practices also can reduce carbon emissions and increase biodiversity, making them an excellent opportunity for farmers to earn payments for a few different outcomes. Corporate and public sector buyers are driving demand for water credits. They use these to meet corporate water stewardship goals, e.g., water positive targets, potentially offset local watershed impacts from production or processing facilities, or to support shared value projects that benefit both communities and ecosystems. Unlike carbon, water impacts are location-specific, so credits must be created and retired within the same watershed or basin to ensure real benefit. Because water credits are still emerging, standards and verification bodies are critical to building market trust. Verification organizations can help ensure programs are using consistent methodologies, transparent quantification, local relevance, and are avoiding double counting. This rigor gives buyers confidence that a water credit represents a verified improvement, not just a paper promise. Water credits can complement carbon markets, helping scale regenerative agriculture and holistic resource management. There are both challenges and opportunities to developing water credits. Challenges can include the complexity of modeling and acquiring needed data, and the geographic specificity of credits, since they are not easily transferable across watersheds. Therefore, any water crediting program should have buyers identified prior to implementing a project to ensure there is demand for water credits. Opportunities come in the form of a growing demand from corporates for science-based, watershed-specific outcomes, the ability to stack water and carbon benefits from the same practices, and strengthening collaboration among producers, scientists, and buyers. At ESMC, our EcoHarvest program integrates water outcomes alongside carbon and biodiversity to stack those benefits. This approach ensures that on-farm best management practice implementation generates stacked, verified benefits, from carbon to water to soil health, that are recognized by science and markets alike. As agriculture continues to evolve as a climate and water solution, water credits offer a pathway to recognize and reward stewardship at scale. To learn more about how water outcomes are being measured and monetized through EcoHarvest, visit our website at ecoharvest.ag.